What up, Nation? Welcome to another edition of the WiseTake NBA DFS First Look Core 4 CK013 here. You can find me on Twitter at CK_013. And I, of course, am from the WiseTake Nation, which you can find on Twitter at Wise_Take, on Instagram and Facebook at WiseTake, and, of course, right here on YouTube, youtube.com/WiseTake, and Twitch, twitch.tv/WiseTake. You can find us everywhere. So there's no excuse to miss out on the free content we put out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notifications bell. We were on a little bit of a YouTube hiatus, mainly because YouTube suspended us. They went through like a bunch of our content and flagged it. So we were suspended for a week. We came back. And then, of course, we were flagged for another one and suspended for what was supposed to be 2 weeks. But luckily, we got some of the appeals answered. So we're back here. So while we're here, enjoy it. We do have a second channel, WiseTake DFS. We just started it while we were down here. So I recommend you follow us on Twitch, follow us on every platform there is, so you don't miss out on anything, because we're going to continue to do the content. It's just a matter of where we do it. So make sure you follow the backup channel. We recommend that you follow the backup channel. You'll see a subscription. You should see a subscribe button in the bottom right of this video to make sure you're locked into this channel. And hit the notifications bell so you're notified when we go live Monday through Friday. We got the core fours we put out. I also do a first look audio podcast that's available on Apple Podcasts and Podbean, wisetake.podbean.com. And of course, on Apple Podcasts, just search for WiseTake. But I do the first look podcast, and that kind of guides me to point me in the direction of the core four, which is a first look core four, of course. I write an article giving out my core plays at wisetake.com to our premium subscribers after we've done our projections, after we've done our research, whatever the case may be. If you want access to that, you can go check us out at wisetake.com for premium content. In the meantime, we will be back with the Wise stream later today, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'll do an hour game by game with me, going over our projections on a game by game basis. We bring on Paulie for the second hour, talk about optimal plays, talk about what kind of builds he's looking to do in cash, what kind of builds he's looking to do to be different in tournaments. Keep you updated on the latest and greatest for injury news. That's obviously very, very important, especially in NBA. So make sure you check out the Wise stream. The event should be posted up there. Go to upcoming streams. You'll see it. You can set a reminder, whatever you want to do. With that said, let's get into the four plays that stood out to me now. I do these the night before. It's currently 11:14 p.m. Eastern. I just finished the First Look podcast. And these were the four players without any projections or anything that kind of just stood out to me based off of recent performance, based off of matchup, price, whatever the case may be, injury. We have a lot of news for this slate today, a whole lot. So we're going to want to be ready. It's a 10-game slate. It's a big one, and there's a ton of people that are questionable. We did get a little bit of that news, and we're going to use that to our advantage. Before we get into that, let's get to the first player, which is Russell Westbrook. The price has come up 10-3 on DraftKings, 10-4 on FanDuel, interestingly enough. Harden's only like $400 more, I think, on FanDuel. Still significantly more expensive on DraftKings. Russell Westbrook has been outplaying Harden. He's kind of taken over. We saw Westbrook struggle earlier on in the year, and Harden was kind of that guy just going ham every single night. And now Westbrook's kind of picked up that throne. Minnesota has not been good against point guards. They've not been good against anybody. But in this situation, Russell Westbrook, you would think, would be poised for another really good spot, and you got to play the hot hand. Number 2, Malcolm Brogdon is out. Aaron Holiday is $4,500 on DraftKings, $3,800 on FanDuel. We would expect him to see at least upper or like mid to upper 20s in minutes. TJ McConnell is also in strong consideration. It's possible he gets the start. He's been playing a little bit more recently than Holiday, but we do know that Holiday is a little bit more aggressive from an actual scoring standpoint, while TJ McConnell more of the assist getter. I think they're both extremely viable. McConnell was a little bit more expensive, so I decided to settle for Holiday in the time being, but we'll have to weigh it out throughout the day and look into their recent history, dig up, see what we can find as far as game plan, and make a decision from there. But I do think the Pacers are going to be a team we're going to want to target, being that they're missing Brogdon, and they're playing the Golden State Warriors. Another player we like, Myles Turner, $4,900 on DraftKings, $5K on FanDuel. The Pacers have been in a couple blowouts, and Turner's been in some foul trouble in between, but I do think he's likely to play 28, 29, 30 minutes, especially with Brogdon off the court. And this is just a nut matchup for centers. Assuming Draymond Green plays, I would assume he's going to try to cover Sabonis as much as he can. And while there's a significant size difference, Myles Turner, either way, should benefit from a good matchup, as the Golden State Warriors have really struggled against bigs. Again, $4,900 on DraftKings just seems too cheap. Same thing on FanDuel. situation where he can get some blocks as well. So Myles Turner, the Pacers will be a team I get a lot of exposure to. Not excluding Sabonis. Didn't include him in today's core four, but definitely someone we're also going to want to consider. The Pacers looking like one of the better teams. But again, there's a lot of injury news, so some of this stuff could change. Their situation seems pretty set on being good. But is it the best? As of right now, it looks like it. We'll see which way the news breaks later on. Last but not least, if we're trying to save some money going with these Pacers guys, it's so we can get the fun guy. Kawhi Leonard, 10-3 on DraftKings, 9-8 on FanDuel, has been playing awesome. Patrick Beverley is doubtful with a groin injury. Paul George, I believe, is already ruled out. And when Kawhi has played, lately he's been awesome. Going for 60s on a regular, it seems. Just a really good spot for Kawhi Leonard once again. And, yeah, that's going to do it for today's NBA DFS First Look Core 4. Ironically, we got back on this on a Friday slate. So this is the last video for a couple days. We'll be back at it Sunday night. Don't forget to check out the First Look podcast with myself. Just me and you one-on-one hanging out, talking about the slate. You can download it on Apple Podcasts or Podbean. And don't forget to check out the Wise Stream later for myself, the entire WiseTake Nation. Please, guys, if you could like the video, likes go a long way. Smash the like button. Allows us to continue to do the content for free, and we like to do it. Hit the like button. For myself, the entire WiseTake Nation, as always, good luck.
Yes.